What's up, YouTube? Timmy's here. Now, almost every year there'll be like films that come out each year that I'll end up enjoying, but most people didn't. So I'm of course gonna be doing my top 10 most unpopular films of the year. Which of course are films that a lot of people didn't enjoy, but I actually had some enjoyable and thought they were good. So here is my list. All right, number 10 is Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Now, I actually had more fun time with this one than most people did. Maybe because this time around, unlike Ghostbusters Afterlife, they took place in New York City, so maybe that could be it. Although, come think of it, Matt Webb was also set in New York City, and that movie was so abysmal. But still, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, I still quite enjoy it a lot. It's definitely was pretty fun. I really like the scenery here. It's a lot of it's really entertaining. I mean, it's a shame that most people didn't like it as much as Afterlife, but I thought it was a really good one. All right, number 9 is Y2K. Now I know majority folks probably just hated this because of Rachel Zegler being in it, but most critics obviously just didn't enjoy it for some odd reason. I can kind of see why. I mean, it's definitely isn't as like great as most H24 movies was, but I gotta say Y2K was still a lot of fun. I did quite like the cast of characters like Rachel Zegler, Jaden Martell, seeing Fred Durst in this was pretty cool. It's a really fun, entertaining one in my opinion. I like some of the kills involved. Really feels like a better version of that Stephen King forgot the name of it. That Stephen King car film from like the 80s. Maximum Overdrive definitely was a better version of that. But anyway. All right, number 8 is the remake of Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Now, the reviews for this actually wasn't so bad. It only has like a 57% on Rotten Tomatoes critical score, but most people who saw this didn't care for it. And I don't care what anyone says. I know it was really good. Is it as good as the original? Obviously not. But I actually thought it had some heart to it. It was cool seeing some of the cameos by the original actresses, like Danelle Harris popping up was pretty cool. Simone Joy Jones, who I adore on Bel Air, really want makes me see her in more stuff, like leading more stuff in the future. Because I really thought she was good in this. June Squibb, seeing her pop up was really good. I thought this was a really decent remake in my opinion. It's a shame that most people didn't like it, but it is what it is, I guess. Alright, number 7 is Spaceman. Now, this actually didn't you know, like most of Adam Sandler movies, this didn't really get as much as bad reviews as his other stuff has gotten. But, not many people really enjoyed it because they obviously thought that, the movie was very boring and all, which I admit it was pretty slow at times. But I still thought I actually had some enjoyable out of it. Adam Sandler I thought was pretty solid in this. The visual by the spider in this thing was really cool. I mean, I actually thought it was a really decent film, in my opinion. All right, number 6 is The Watchers. Of course, this was directed by M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, and I thought she did a really good job directing this. It was pretty creepy at times. Really makes me want to see what she'll do next in the future. And Nicole Fang was pretty decent. Georgiana Campbell from Barbarian fame was pretty good in this too. It's a shame most people didn't like it, but it only has like a 32% Rotten Tomatoes, which is unfortunate. But it was still pretty decent little creepy film worth giving a go. Alright, number 5 is another Netflix movie on my list, and that is Incoming. I actually had fun time with Incoming. It really feels like, let's say, pretty much like a Gen Z version of America Pie at times. It's a really entertaining one. Of course, Mason James, who's going to be in the upcoming How to Train Your Dragon remake, he was pretty good. Of course, him and he plays like Benji and his group of friends who navigates their first week at a high school as a high school freshman. And there is, let's just say, a gross out moment with that YouTuber Lorraine, I forgot Lorraine something, Lorraine Gray, I think her name is. Let's just say there's a gross out moment with her, which a little advice: if you watch this film, make sure you're eating like before or probably try not to eat throughout because you might let me just tell you, you might lose your lunch. But anyway, still, it was still pretty fun films, to say the least. Yeah, of course, Bobby Cannavale, Kate Oso was pretty good in this. If you guys haven't seen Incoming, it's on Netflix. Definitely give that one a go. All right, number 4 is Ricky Stenicki. Ricky Stenicki, I really quite had fun time with it. Of course, John Cena, Zach Efron's pretty good. Had some fun jokes to it. The comedic performances by them was pretty good. I mean, I didn't mind it so much. All right. Number 3 is actually going to go to Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey Part 2. Now most people actually will appreciate this a little more than the first film, but there are people who did not really enjoy it as much. I actually quite had a fun time with it. Me, I actually think it's better than the first film. The kills are was up the antics. Tigger, like, let me just say, Tigger really messed stuff up in this. Oh boy, definitely a lot of fun, and I'm actually looking forward to check out the other Pooniverse films, like the Peter Pan one, Pinocchio, Bambi. I can't wait to see. Obviously, the Pooniverse, Monsters Ensemble is gonna be pretty cool. So it's gonna be interesting to see there. All right. Number 2, I'm of course going with the Mean Girls film. Now, of course, the reviews for this actually was pretty solid. I think it has like a 60 something percent Rotten Tomatoes. Like, critics actually did appreciate it. But obviously, most people who just looked at it as just a reboot of the original didn't. And technically, it's not really much of a remake. It is more like based on the. It is more based on the Broadway musical than the original film. I actually had a fun time more than most people did. Is it as good as the 2004 film? Obviously not. Ain't no way it tops the original. But I still quite enjoy this a lot. I like the music. I adore Renee Rapp. Renee Rapp, I think, is awesome. That girl could sing big time. You know, uh, of course, some of the music in this was really cool. Like the sexy song I thought was pretty good. The World Burn. I mean, I really quite enjoyed the songs this a lot, and it's a shame most people didn't appreciate it, but I thought it was really good. And my number 1 unpopular film of the year is M. Night Shyamalan's Trap. Now, most of M. Night Shyamalan films, I would like, even the bad ones, I would agree. Yeah, I definitely agree with the critics about that one. Like, whether it's Lay in the War, whether it's Last Airbender. This is one of the rare times I did not agree with the critics with an M. Night Shyamalan film. I, I actually had a fun time with Trap. I, I would love to see more of a backstory of this of this killer here. Like, I really do hope we get some sort of backstory down the line, maybe like a prequel or whatever. Josh Hartnett was so creepy in this. He played his part very well. I had fun time with this. It was definitely really fun and entertaining one. And yeah, it's a shame most people didn't appreciate it, but hey, it is fun. Even people who hate it will admit that this was probably maybe his better than his other not so great stuff, like like Lay in the Water and all. But that's just anyway. Here is of course my quick rundown. Number 10, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. 9, Y2K. 8, Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. 7, Spaceman. 6, The Watchers. 5, Incoming. 4, Ricky Stenicki. 3, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2. 2, Mean Girls, and number 1 is Trap. There's some others I probably could have added, like Red One. I actually had a fun time with. There's some other ones that came out to suit that not like the Drugstore June film that came out. Not many people like that. I actually had fun time with that one too. But let me leave you guys. What were some of your most unpopular films of the year? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Timmy.